Now let us discuss the third question. The following are the particulars relating to 4 Indian companies: A Limited, B Limited, C Limited and D Limited. They have given the information. Now here, date of setting up or registration, the same is on 1/9/2019. B Limited is on 1/11/2019. Main object is manufacture of steel here. It is manufacture of apparel. Place is Madhya Pradesh and same is Warangal in Telangana. Same has been situated in Telangana, backward district of Telangana. Value of plant and machinery installed and put to use on the date of setting up of the company, here it is 10 crores, here it is 4 crores. And gross total income for previous year 19-20 is 4.90 crores, here it is 2.80 crores. Then particulars of the new employees employed during the year 19-20. Number of new employees employed on the date of setting up of the company is 1000 here, here also 1000. Monthly emoluments to the employees by account pay check that has been provided, 500 employees is 24,000 per employee. Here also 24,000 per employee. 500 employee, here it is 25,100 per employee and here it is 26,000 per employee. So these information relating to employees, you must be aware that they may be having an implication under section 80 JJA. Relating to the setting up information, they may have an implication that they can go for the special concessional rates of tax which have been provided under section 115 BAB. In this case, if the unit starts the manufacturing activity on or after 1st of October 2019, they can go for what? Section 115 BAB. And here further information about particulars of C Limited. It is date of setting up and registration 1/4/20. It is 1/1/2005. It is trading of leather goods. It is engaged in trading of food grains. One place, it is places in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. And the turnover of the various previous years have been provided here. Turnover of the previous years have been provided. And detailed of income returned and assessed income has been provided. Returned income and assessed income details have been provided. So this information has been provided in relation to these companies. Now, first of all, what they are asking, from the above details, choose the most appropriate answer to the following questions. What would be the tax liability of B Limited? B Limited. This is B Limited. And here, for AY 2021, if it avails the beneficial tax rates under the special provisions inserted by Taxation Laws Amendment Act 2019 in the Income Tax Act by fulfilling the conditions specified thereunder. So it is fulfilling the conditions which have been specified thereunder, assuming the gross total income reflects the computation under the special provisions. Now here GTI so computed. Now they are going for B Limited. Now B Limited here, look, it is a Indian company. B Limited is an Indian company engaged in manufacturing activity and same has been engaged, date of setting up is of 1st of 11/2019. So B Limited, it is a domestic manufacturing company. It can go for the provisions of section 115 BAB. And here, no special deductions will be available in respect of BAB under section BAB. Applicable tax rate will be 15%, which will be increased by what? Surcharge of 10%. And then it will be increased by HCC. And all the deductions in respect of income, the same is deemed to be allowed from such income, gross total income. However, it can claim the deduction under section 80 JJA. They can claim the deduction under section 80 JJA. So the total income is computed without any special weighted deductions under PGBP. Beside this, They are also not eligible for deduction under 80IA to 80RRB, but they are eligible for deduction under section 80JJAA. So now here, since the company is engaged in manufacture of apparels, it is engaged in what? Manufacture of apparels. It will be eligible for 80JJAA in case if their new employees are there and they have been employed for a period of 150 days. They are employed for a period of say 150 days or more during the financial year. Now these 500 employees' wages will qualify for deduction under 80JJAA. So they are asking for what? We are required to determine the tax liability if they are opting for this special provisions of 115 BAB. So 500 employees have been employed, and they have been employed from 1st of November 2019, November, December, January, February and March for 5 months. Their salary is 24,000 per month is their salary. Monthly emoluments is this. So salary works out to be how much? 500 into 5 into 24,000. That is 600. ₹6 crores. 30% will be the deduction. This will not be eligible since their monthly emoluments basically are exceeding rupees 25,000. So it is 1 crore 80 lakhs. That is a deduction under 80 JJAA. So the GTI is 2.8 crores. 80 JJAA admissible deduction is 1.8 crores. So the total income comes out to be 1 crore. So here the tax rate will be 15%. It will be increased by surcharge of 10%. So on 1 crore, 15% into 10% is the surcharge, and 4% will be the HEC. So the tax liability works out to be 17 lakh and 16,000 rupees. So here the tax liability works out to be what? 17 lakh and 16,000 rupees in such a case. So first will be what? Answer will be D, 17 lakh 16,000 rupees will be the tax liability. Then what is the second question? When they are going for 115, they are going for section 115 BAB. 15% of 1 crore, 15 lakh rupees, surcharge at rate of 10%, 16 lakh 50,000 rupees, HEC at rate of 4%. 16 lakh 50,000 into 4%, it is 66,000. So this way it is 17 lakh and 16,000 rupees. Then next issue is what would be the tax liability of A Limited for AY 2021 if it avails the beneficial tax rates under special provisions inserted by Taxation Laws Amendment Act 2019 of the Income Tax Act by fulfilling the conditions specified thereunder. Assume that a gross total income reflects the computation under the special provisions. Now here also they can go for what? Section 115 BAA. This is a special provisions which have been applicable for a domestic company. The applicable tax rate is 22%, which is to be increased by surcharge of 10% plus HEC of 4%. They are also eligible to claim deduction under section 80 JJAA. Now look here, the company has been engaged in manufacturing of steel. So they will be eligible to get deduction in case they are of 80 JJAA if the workmen or employees they are employed for 240 days or more during the financial year. Now they have been employed for September, October, November, December, January, February, and March. So how many days they have been employed? 30 for September, 31, October, November 30, December 31, January 31, February 28, and March 31. So they have been employed only for 212 days. So they won't be eligible to claim deduction this year because they must be employed for 240 days at least. Therefore, the gross total income is 4.9 crore rupees. Deduction will not be admissible. So on this 4.9 crore rupees, applicable tax rate of section 115 BA will be applied, that is 22%, 4 crore 90 lakhs. That comes out to be what? 10 crores and 78 lakhs into 10% into 4%. So it works out to be 22%, and then surcharge will be adding at rate of 10% and HEC will be adding at rate of 4%. So the tax liability works out to be 1 crore 23 lakhs 32,320 rupees when they go for the special provisions of section 115 BAA, because the company has been established prior to 1st of October 2019. So this is the second answer. Then next is what would be the tax liability of A Limited and B Limited for AY 2021 if they do not opt for the special provisions inserted by Taxation Laws Amendment Act 2019 in the Income Tax Act. Assume that a GTI is reflects the computation under the special provisions, and we are required, they are saying ignore MAT. Now here basically when we go for the A Limited GTI is 4.9 crores normal provisions. A Limited normal provisions GTI is 4.9 crores, but it has not claimed deduction on account of additional depreciation. Additional depreciation will be admissible. Here 10 crores is the investment in plant and machinery. So additional depreciation will be what? ₹2 crore. So it will be 2.90 crores. Won't be getting the benefit of the investment allowance here, and it's not getting the benefit of deduction under 80 JJA. Now the issue arises is, so here if we go for the normal provisions, what will be the applicable tax rate in such a case? They have said that in case of a domestic company, here relating to the tax rate, there is what two differences in opinion is there, whether it would go for a 30% or whether it can claim what 25%. Now here in case of a domestic company, if their turnover in previous year 17-18 does not exceed 400 crores, they can go for what? 25%. Now the issue is here this company has not been in existence. This company has not been in existence. Therefore, there is a difference in opinion. There is no turnover. So one question is that whether it can go for 25% or not. So when we strictly follow the provisions, they say that the company must be in existence during that particular financial year. And this company is not in existence, therefore 25% tax rate won't be applicable. Here 30% tax rate will be applicable. So when 30% tax rate is applicable on 2.9 crore rupees, %30 works out to be 87 lakhs. Then it will be increased by the surcharge of 7%. That is 6 lakh and 9,000. It works out to be 93 lakh 9,000 and will be increased by HEC at rate of 4%. 372360. It works out to be 96 lakh 81,360. 96 lakh 81,360 here in this case. Now in this case of the other company, which is B Limited, which is engaged in manufacture of apparels. So here it will be what the gross total income is. In this case, the gross total income is 2.8 crores in case of B Limited. It will be entitled to additional depreciation at rate of 17.5% of the investment in plant and machinery. Investment in plant and machinery is 4 crores since the plant and machinery is put to use for less than 180 days. And here 4 into 17 is 0.7 crores. Besides this, it will be entitled for investment allowance under section 35 AD. It will be entitled for investment allowance under section 32 AD. How much investment allowance? 15% of the actual cost of plant and machinery which has been installed. So it is 15% of 4 crores, that is 0.60 crores. So these deductions will be allowed. 2.8 minus 0.7 minus 0.6. That works out to be 1.5 crores. And this is GTI adjusted. We will be getting deduction under 80 JJAA. How much amount of deduction which has been worked out until is 1.80. This much amount of deduction has been worked out under 80 JJAA, 1.80 crores. So basically it will be restricted to 1.5 crores. So tax liability in this case will be nil. So our answer will be for this A Limited, it will be 96,81,360, and for B Limited it will be what? Nil. So this is our answer. For A Limited it will be 96,81,360, and for B Limited it will be nil. Now they are saying what is the quantum of penalty payable by C Limited under section 270A, assuming underreporting of income is not due to misreporting and none of the additions underreporting is not on account of misreporting, and none of the additions made in assessment qualifies under section 270A6. Assume that C Limited has not opted special provisions. Now here we have to see how much is the amount of the underreported income. Basically, assessed income is 20 crores under 143.3, and income determined under 143.1A is 16 crores. So income assessed is 20 crores. So here we have to calculate what? Tax on underreported income. This underreported income is in this case works out to be 4 crores difference. We have to calculate tax on underreported income. Here the underreported income is what? 4 crores. So tax on underreported income 4 crores plus income determined under 143.1A 16 crores. We have to calculate tax on 20 crores less tax on what? Income determined under 143.1A 16 crores. So when we work out tax here, Look, this is C Limited. It has not opted for any special provisions of taxation. Its turnover in financial year 17-18 exceeds 400 crores. Therefore, applicable tax rate will be 30%. Surcharge will be levied at rate of 12% and HEC at rate of 4%. So when we calculate tax on 20 crores at rate of 30%, it works out to be 6 crores. Surcharge levied at rate of 12% and HEC is levied at rate of 4%. It works out to be 6.988. And on 16 crores, it is 16 into 30% into 12% into 4%, 5.59104. Or we can work out it if straight away also 4 into 30% into 12% plus into 4% plus. It works out to the difference works out to be how much? 139,776. 139,776. 6.988 minus 5.59104. 139,776. This is a tax. Penalty will be levied at rate of 50% because underreporting is not on account of, say, misreporting. So into 50%. It will be tax liability will be 69 lakhs 88,800. It will be, fourth will be, the answer will be B in such a case. Then fifth is what? What is the quantum of penalty payable by D Limited under section 270A, assuming that underreporting of income is due to misreporting, assuming that D Limited has not opted for special provisions inserted by the Taxation Laws Amendment Act 2019. Now here, D Limited has not opted for special provisions. Now go for D Limited. Now D Limited is engaged from 1st of January 2005 and its turnover in financial year 17-18 is only 251 crores. So applicable tax rate here will be what? 25%. And here also we'll be calculating the tax. The underreported income is 2 crores. Basically, if we calculate tax on 2 crores at rate of 25%, it works out to be 50 lakh rupees increased by 12% surcharge here and 4% HEC. Calculation will be done in this manner only. So it works out to be how much? Here 2 into 25% into 12% plus into 4%. It is 58,000, 58 lakh 24,000. It is 58 lakhs 24,000 will be the tax. And here penalty will be how much? 200%. 58 lakh 24,000 into 200%. It will be 1 crore 16 lakh and 48,000 rupees. So answer here will be what? 1 crore 16 lakh and 48,000 rupees. So this was one of the very, very comprehensive questions relating to computation of the tax liabilities in different scenarios. Indian taxation system, it is reflecting what? The Indian taxation system. One company is going for 115 BAB, other is going for BAA. If he goes for normal provisions, then what will be the tax liability? What will be the quantum of penalties? That has been a comprehensive question. It's a good question. Practice the same and remember the tax rates, and it is very, very important that you remember BAB and BAA because these have been newly introduced by the Taxation Laws Amendment Ordinance. So this is important and can be asked definitely in your examination.